Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a revisit on a foundation I used to have long time ago, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I have really haven't worn that foundation since like in a couple of years I think, and it was because the color range was just off. I did see that there are a few more colors in the line, so I wanted to pick it up and try it all over again and see how it wears on me, because I really just don't think I gave it a fair chance because of the color. So now that I have the right color, I think, I'm going to do this wear test. I'm going to try it on, see what I think, and then give you guys my honest opinions. If you want to see the review, keep watching. Alright, so to start off with my face, I'm going to use some moisturizer kind of as a primer. I'm using the Clinique Gel. You guys, I don't know if this is too drying on me right now. I bought it and I really should have gotten the other one. It's a little bit more moisturizing, and but I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely cheaper than my Embryolisse Oil Control Moisturizer, and it does like really good job of mattifying the skin but still nourishing it. Alright, the color that I used to have, I think it was 310. I really wanted to love it. It just wasn't a good color match, and that was like my biggest beef with the Maybelline foundation, is that it just wasn't the right color. The color I also got was 330, and I like to use this on my like perimeter of my forehead, or to mix this with other foundations if they're too light. Again, I couldn't even use it all over my face, so I don't really know exactly how it wears. The other day I saw that they had this one was 330 toffee caramel, and then the other day I saw this color, it's 332. Wait, why is it darker? Well, it's a darker number, but it's actually a lighter color. I don't know if you can tell. And this one's in the color golden caramel. Typically what I like to do is I would look for colors that look very similar to NC42 in MAC foundations, and this was like the closest thing to it. If you can see the colors there, they look really close, so that's kind of like a good indicator. I'm hoping that it's exactly my color, or I might have to go a shade lighter. Normally I would use the pump of the Studio Fix Fluid. It fits really well on the Fit Me, but I just got this, so I'm gonna so I need to check to see if I need another pump. I don't recall how this lasts on my face, to be honest, because I never used to like it. Wow, it's super light. I need more coverage on this cheek. I kind of wish I could just lay it on the palette, but I don't like to do that without my pump. The color is definitely lighter than the other one, even though this is supposed to be probably like the darker color. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but God, I haven't used this in forever. I couldn't even tell you how this wears. Oh no, I have foundation in my hair. I think this is still too dark. The lighter colors are just not yellow enough. This is pretty though. It feels really light on my skin. Like I feel like I have nothing on. Alright, I'm just gonna look really close to see. It lays really nicely on my skin. It doesn't perfect anything necessarily. Doesn't accentuate my pores either though. It's like a nice thin feeling foundation. It's kind of like a good everyday. Wow. Whoa. It dried like matte. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I don't remember anything. I feel like I have amnesia from this foundation. Alright, I'm going to finish on my eyes and my skin. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. And I'm going to use this one as opposed to using like a regular old one, because this is what I would normally use anyways when I'm using any foundation. So I don't want it to kind of test it out without this, because I just don't really think that's fair. I'm going to blend that out. And then use the butt to kind of smear that out. Alright, very lightly I'm going to use a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me powder. The color I'm using is in 20 light medium. I'm going to do a light dusting of this because this concealer, to be honest, doesn't need to be set that much. And I just kind of want to see how everything lays on top of this foundation. I'm just going to finish off my eyes with my Eyeko pencil. It's in the color bronze. And then a little bit of mascara. To bronze my skin, I'm using the L'Oreal powder. This is the Glam Bronze that only comes out, I guess, in the summertime. I don't know why, because I think it's a great bronzer. And I'm using my Eco Tools brush that I found at Marshall's. They are repackaging all of their Eco Tool brushes, and all the old ones, which are still great, are at Marshall's. Then I'm using this e.l.f. Kit blush palette, and I'm going to use the orange one because that's the only one I really ever use. I just love oranges and peaches on my cheeks. I'm using my Eco Tools brush too. This is a really pretty one. I like this one a lot. I actually bought 2 of these. They were like $5 maybe, not even that. Alright, and for my highlighter, I'm using this new Dose of Colors highlighter. My sister bought this for me. Isn't that cool? So she got me this guy in Fuego. I haven't played with this yet at all. Picking up? I don't think it's picking up. Good. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I'll use a different brush. Oh my gosh, where is it? It's like not picking up on my brush. Like at all. I'm like, look how rough I'm being. It's not picking it up. Oh, it's annoying. Let's see if I scratch a little bit off. Okay, I scratched like a decent layer of it off. Okay, now it's cutting. You guys, I don't even think this is all that. I mean, there it goes, but it's kind of disappointing at how much you have to work at it. Alright, I'm just going to quickly do my lip. I'm using the red lip liner from NYX. It's called Hot Red. And Lady Danger from MAC, which is like an orangey, pretty much like an orange red. Whoa, that's neon in the camera. But it looks great in person. Alright, looking into the viewfinder, I feel like I'm super pale. But in real life, my skin looks great. I don't know. It's not exactly like perfecting my skin by any means. But it did a good job with like just layering over everything really well. And it has a nice coverage and it feels really light. And it did dry matte, so it's kind of easy to layer on products on top of it without having to set everything. So that I did like. In certain areas there's like a little bit of patchiness, and I did put several layers in that area. So I'm not sure why that's happening because it doesn't really happen with a lot of my other full coverage foundations. In terms of the color, I do think that this color is really, really great. It's definitely better than what I had before. I just remember it being just super neutral and just like, I could not make it work. Like, it wasn't my color. I'm gonna wear this for a few hours and see how it lasts on my skin. It is matte and poreless. It does have that claim. So for right now, my skin looks like it has, you know, my pores are hidden really nicely, and it is matte, so it's going well so far. But let's see how it lasts for a few hours. Yeah, but so far I'm kind of okay with it. I don't know. I don't love it necessarily. I think the L'Oreal True Match right now in my head is like what I want this to feel like. The CoverGirl is definitely heavier on full coverage, the Elixir foundation. I'm gonna keep wearing it and see how it goes. Alright, I'm back for a check-in, and it's been several hours later. I put this makeup on at 1 o'clock and I did not touch up once. I pretty much didn't really look in the mirror that much closely in my face at all today, and it's around 8 o'clock now. So it's been 7 hours, and this is what the makeup is looking like. I did get a glimpse of my makeup in the, oh no, I got lipstick, in the dressing room. I was at Old Navy just getting a couple t-shirts, and everything looked really pretty. I looked at it and I was like, wow, I look really tan, but I think it was because I put some blush on my nose and it made me look tan. But the color is a really good match. So I'm actually really happy with the color. It doesn't really look like it's like blocking any of the pores or hiding them necessarily very well, but also it's not accentuating them really well. So I'm actually pretty okay with it. The only part where I look pretty oily is really in here. This is the highlighter, so that's not really me, but that's only in there. And that's actually pretty good for a foundation, especially for 7 hours. The foundation just feels so light, so I think it's a kind of, think it's a great option for girls who have oily skin. And I think if I would have pat it down a little bit more, it might have lasted a little bit longer. I think like the only gripe I have with this foundation, and I'm gonna have to play with it some more, is the coverage. It's a little bit like just not totally laying perfectly in these areas, and this is an area where I always have like a problem with some foundations, and it takes an extra layer for it to look really perfect, but most of my foundations kind of cover it really well. So I have to play with it some more because, again, I have not played with this foundation for like years because of the color match, and now that I have a color, I totally forgot how it wore. But I like it for like an everyday foundation. I like it for like a minimum of 4 hours, max 6 hours, and I think it did a really good job. The thing I do like about this foundation that I notice a lot with different ones that don't necessarily do a good job with is how it lays on my nose. It does a really good job of not really parting or breaking or even kind of like accentuating my pores in my nose area. There are some more fuller coverage foundations that kind of, they cover it very well, but then once my oils start to break through, kind of, you only notice my pores in that area. It doesn't look completely matte and like clean and covered. It starts to really accentuate those pores. So this one didn't do that. The other one that does that, that disguises that area really well, is the L'Oreal True Match. That one's a really good one at kind of keeping that area nice and clean. And other thing too is that it doesn't, you know, accentuate this little, you know, mean line that I have a lot either. Overall, I really like this foundation. I'm really happy that I tried it. Again, I want to play with it some more before I fall in love. I'm excited to have something like this in my collection because I have had the darker one for a long time, but I've never got to play with it all over the face, and now that I have a lighter color that's the right tone, I'll get to play with it some more. I'm going to also double check and make sure that there are no lighter colors that make a better sense for me and my skin complexion. Again, the tone is nice and golden, but I think it might be a little bit too dark. Maybe in a couple of months it might be a little bit too dark, so we'll see. But either way, I'm probably going to keep on faking the tan, because that's how I do it. But right now it's like a perfect match, so I'm not even mad about it. Yay, so far I'm really happy with it. I will continue to wear it. Hopefully I'll kind of use it in a few other videos to come. I'll give you guys some more updates as I see them come along in my own mind and in my own face. But yeah, one of my sisters really liked this foundation. I was like totally jealous because she has a great color for her. And then I was like, wait, I'm gonna go and check for the real colors, and there were so many more. So if you haven't tried this foundation out for a while, or you never have, I would check it out. They do have the matte and poreless and then the dewy version, so you can definitely pick between that finish. I think the dewy version just has a little bit more, they have a better variety of like orangey golden undertones than the matte and poreless, which is interesting. So you know what, that would be kind of interesting to try that one on too. I wonder if how it wears on oily skin, like really like. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys see the outro. Thanks for hanging out with me. Alright, there goes my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that I'm a little bit more fresh-faced right now, but that's kind of how editing goes. And let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments below, and if you like when I revisit old foundations that I haven't really played with in a while, to give you guys a more updated kind of opinion about if the foundation is good now that I have better skills, better techniques and things like that to make the foundation work. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you're following me on Instagram and Snapchat. All of the links will be on this side over here. And take a second and just kind of watch some of my other videos here. I have a bunch of vlogs that are newly posted on there, and I have a video. Yeah, I just have like a bunch of stuff on there. I think I'm gonna put a couple vlogs on this side too, because my vlogs have been, they're a little dated, but they're definitely fun and worth watching because they just remind me of summertime, and it's so sad because we're done with summer. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.